All right, you guys, welcome in. Welcome, Aquarius. How you guys doing? These have been very interesting readings. I've kind of prepared for these readings in a different way than I normally do. I pulled all the astrology charts for everybody because we have so many retrogrades going on, so much going on. I wanted to take a look at where the transits were hitting your chart. So this is especially relevant for an Aquarius rising sign or Aquarius ascendant. But you might find if you're an Aquarius sun that these things resonate for you also. The house placements are based on ascendant signs. So if you want to check out your ascendant, check that out. And if you're not an Aquarius ascendant and you're an Aquarius sun, this may also resonate for you. But in the extended, I'm going to go deeper into the astrology. So I'll tell you which houses are being hit by the retrogrades and what you might expect from it. One of the themes I did notice in the Aquarian chart is risk versus security. What is a level of acceptable risk? Okay, and because we need to make some change, and Aquarians are really good at making change. But is there have there been too much risk in the past, and maybe now, how am I balancing my risk and my security? Am I not taking enough risk? Right, that because Uranus, your ruling planet, is in retrograde, so there could be a feeling of I'm not taking enough chances, or I'm not putting myself out there enough. Okay, so let's see where we go today. And like I said, the extended will be mostly astrology, but I'll continue the reading the way I normally do. Meditate. There's the new moon. We got the new moon in Virgo this week. That is what's kind of spurring me to do these readings differently, and probably will continue to do the readings like this because I'm really finding them very helpful in terms of understanding the messages that are coming through. So this new moon energy in Virgo is really about doing things for our best and highest good, for our health and our well-being, okay, which is something that Aquarians might have not been really super focused on the body. Aquarians are more about making change and transformation in a big way, but healing is a big part. The star card that's your card is a healing card. It's healing through hope. That's what that card means. It's having a positive outlook, and so that can be very healing for an Aquarian, or that's part of Aquarian energy, is this kind of like why not energy, which is really cool. So the full moon in Virgo can be about manifesting something new in that is has some security to it, or you're manifesting instead of always taking risks. If you always take risks, if that's your kind of factory setting, then you might be looking for some more security. All right, so like I said, I'll take a look at that in the extended. But meditate. Oh yeah, home is coming up. That's interesting. And time. This is Saturn energy. All right, so I feel like what's coming through here is about is it time for me to put down some roots in a place that is really for me? Okay, you might be somebody who's kind of a digital nomad, or somebody who likes to have lots of change, and you might be in this place of what, I really now want to ground myself, but not maybe in a traditional way. Okay, because the meditate card is here, not in a traditional way. Finding home in the world. The digital nomad stuff is not a rootless existence. It is an existence that is the philosophy is the world is my home. And so the tribe is my home. The places I find that are new cultures, new kinds of experiences, that feels like home to me, instead of maybe a more traditional home with an address and a mailman and all that kind of stuff. You're finding that you're recognizing that I'm not all that comfortable staying in one place, right? We have Saturn in retrograde. I'm going to look at your chart here. Saturn in retrograde for you where is Saturn in retrograde here? Oh, that's in the second house with Neptune in Pisces. So Pisces is how you're connected to the universe. And the second house is about our values. And so there can be some sort of reworking of your values. Capricorn in this chart, in your chart of all these transitions, all these transits, is in the 12th house. And that's about, and Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn. So it's changing the rules for yourself as it relates to your spiritual connection. You could be in a situation where, hey, I have like a normal house and a, air quotes, and a so-called normal life. Why am I feeling so not at home here? Why do I feel like I need to travel, to get out, to express myself creatively, to be more connected to the universe, to be more connected to spirituality? Like the physical home may not be doing it for you anymore. Okay, that might be something that shows up for you in the next couple months. We have tons of retrogrades, which is why I'm calling your attention to the astrological chart of how these are transiting through your birth chart. If you have a lot of planets in the 12th house, that's being activated by Pluto. So those planets can be massively changed. They can massively change your how you're working with world energy. You're working with your own energy. Pluto is transformative energy. So anything it touches, boom, big change. And 12th house is about our spirituality. So you could be really looking at that. The big themes for you is about acceptable risk. What's an acceptable risk and what's not? If you feel like a traditional home is a risk of your spiritual well-being, that's something to look at. Okay. The Page of Wands, this King of Wands has been in every reading. Isn't it crazy? King of Wands, different decks, everybody, 8 of Cups. There you go. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you are kicking yourself out of a home or something like that. Page of Swords, 5 of Cups. You are leaving behind some people here. 2 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. And the Hermit. I'm going to take that. So Hanged Man and Hermit, this is about seeing things from a new perspective. I feel like you're really good at this, Aquarius. I feel like you're such an innovator that you are used to kind of moving on from situations. But this feels like a situation that you've tried to make permanent. And I don't know that it's going to stick around. I feel like you're diving between 2 different lives for a little while here. The High Priestess, the Hanged Man and the Hermit card. Some of you might need a teacher. Some of you might want to go to a meditation retreat. Some of you might be really focusing on your spiritual awakening, focusing on moving away from something that has become a little too traditional. Okay. And let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. Chariot, there's Cancerian, 2 of Wands, the Judgment card, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. That's interesting. 8 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, Devil energy. There's that Capricorn. And so Capricorn ruled by Saturn. I just talked about it. Saturn in Pisces in retrograde in the 2nd house is about money and your values. And are you feeling like you're tied up with a person or a situation that has different values than you, that you've tried to align with? You've really tried, but it's just not working for you. Okay. And then the 12th house, you have Pluto in retrograde. That's where Capricorn is. And that is about changing your spiritual point of view, feeling like you need to be more in a spiritual kind of experience rather than a physical experience. This is holding you back. This physical experience is holding you back. Okay. Some of you are dealing with a partner who really enjoys being grounded in a home base. I don't know that you're going to feel all that excited about that. So you might have a Cancerian as a partner. You might have an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo as a partner, somebody who really likes home and hearth. And you're kind of asking this question about I'm kind of asking the universe for the crossroads. I want to have you help me here, Spirit, getting closer to Spirit by saying, hey, I really need your help. I don't really know the direction forward from here. I'm not really sure what I'm needing to do. And I almost feel like there's some kind of situation where this person who's holding you back opts out themselves, or kind of has their own kind of ending or something like that. I'm going to clarify this. And then you're getting what you want by not being directly uh awful to this person, by not being really hey, I'm kicking you out of my life or anything like that. I just feel like this person has a different direction to go in. All right, some of you could be ushering in a Cancer or an Earth sign. Some of you could be ushering out a Cancer or an Earth sign. So let me see here. Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Moon. Again, the Moon. Wow. Okay, so what you're manifesting with this new moon is going to be really important. I feel like if you're asking for direction or help on your path, you're going to get it. In the past, I feel like you've moved really quickly and not really thought about the long-term consequences of an action. You know, like, yeah, of course, it's totally normal for me to buy a house and live in a neighborhood and all this kind of stuff. And then you're like, I don't really like it. I don't really want to be here. Okay? And so I feel like it holds you back, and then there's some kind of acting out. Okay? There's some kind of acting out, like leaving behind, because we have Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Mercury in your 8th house, and hitting your 8th house. And 8th house is about secrets. 8th house is about stuff that you're trying to keep hidden, but the sun is there shining a light on this in alignment with your moon. And you're like, yes, please show everybody that I don't want to be here or something like that. And that is, you know, when we have the new moon in Virgo, because Virgo is saying, is this for your best and highest good? Is this really a place you enjoy? Is this really something you like? And I almost feel like it's a no. I'm not really happy here. I'm not really happy doing what I'm doing. I want to move on from it. I need change. I need innovation. I'm changing what I think is important, my values. I'm really shifting in that to something else. And so there's all of a sudden, there's this sense of like a record scratch, like Two of Wands, please bring me help. And the person you're with or the situation that you're in, you can have a little bit of lack of clarity, and the other person can be like, oh, I'm sorry, now we're deciding, you know, after we've just bought this house, that you don't want to live here anymore. Or, oh, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You want to leave this job? You just got this job and we made a whole bunch of plans based on it. I just feel like if you have somebody that's very oriented toward their daily life, meaning a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus, someone who's very much rooted in place, that wants to be in a certain place, I just feel like that might show up as like an incompatibility. I think you're being given some time here, though. I think the new moon, you know, when we manifest in a new moon in Virgo, or a new moon, any sign, right? When we're manifesting, and we're going to be doing this live, I'm going to be doing a ritual that's going to help you manifest in the new moon for the Virgo new moon, but you can use it for any new moon you want. But what you're doing is you're asking, you're ushering in, you're sending out that prayer, and you're saying, this is my intention. This is what I want to create in my life. And then the universe is bringing you a crossroads. The universe is bringing you a crossroads. And I feel like you say that you are honest here. I feel like you say the thing, and then your partner or the situation goes, hold on, that's incompatible with what you said a year ago, or that's not the same thing as where I'm going. And so then you're allowed in, then something comes in where you can make some choices, right? We're getting this crossroads. And so I do feel like there's a sense of like, I'm going to go my own way. Because I feel like this 5 of Cups and this 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, you know, you might be causing some confusion with a partner or with a situation, like, or friends or family. They're like, I don't get it. You just bought that house. What are you doing? You're selling this house? Yes. I keep getting this sense of that home is in a bigger place, in a more universal kind of place than where you might be currently. And it requires travel, maybe international travel. I'm not seeing the World card yet, but I am seeing that this may be the next 6 months. So what I started to say about the new moon is when we manifest in the new moon, look ahead, right? New moon in Virgo is what's going on. And you're looking ahead 6 months to when we have a full moon in Virgo, which is in Pisces time. Okay. So that's in February, somewhere along those lines. Over the course, because this is about time, all right, over the course of this next 6 months, this story may show itself, okay, may show itself to transform you. Now, this devil energy makes me feel like there's somebody who is wanting you to stay in a current situation, Four of Pentacles. And it might be you, it might be family. You want to stay, but like, I don't know that I can. The devil energy. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Some of you are shifting into a new tribe of friends. Some of you are gaining self-confidence by making these kinds of, or being more connected to spirit and knowing where you're going. Not really physically knowing where you're going, but knowing that you're going toward your true authentic self. And so that feels better to you. I feel like the people around you are kind of whispering and like, what are they doing? Like they're not totally sure of it. But I do feel like you find your new tribe. I do feel like there's some kind of energy of travel around this and about putting down roots in the global community or something like that. And the full moon in Pisces, or full moon in Virgo in Pisces time. So February into March, right before we get to Aries, is going to be the time when this kind of when this cycle kind of completes. All right. So between now and then, you could end up selling the house. You could end up shifting and getting out of a partnership or getting out of a business or doing something like that, getting out of a career and moving in a direction that really does sing to you. And I feel like there's a new tribe that's calling you. Okay. I do feel that. I feel very strongly about that. So I'm going to continue this reading. I'm going to look at the astrology of Aquarius and give you some more of the themes that I have written down here that I've meditated on. And I want to share all those with you. So Aquarius, the link is below if you want to continue on. Digital nomad, though you are. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.